Christmas is coming and the goose is getting fat, and probably by the end of this holiday we all will be. Well, I won't, because I'm going to be good this year. I'm not going to eat anything over Christmas. Well, hardly anything anyway. Right, so we start off with plain white background. We draw a very basic holly leaf. What I've done is selected two different greens, a light green and a dark green, and all I'm going to do literally is draw a very simple leaf shape. There we go. And then try to mirror that. Now you don't have to be Picasso to get this. It's really simple just to get that basic shape. Down the middle we'll put a darker green just to show the veins that feed the plant. There we go. You don't have to be a botanist either. Simple drawings will do for this. But it takes on character. I mean, you can put a lot of character into this type of leaf, which is what I intend to do. There we are. We've done the basic leaf shape. What I want to do is fill these areas in with their respective colour. There we go. Nice little holly leaf. Can't be simpler than that. Well, it can be, I suppose, but there we are. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to copy that area that I've created the leaf in. Edit, copy, and then I'm going to paste a new selection. There we are. I'm going to mirror image that, simple as that, in PaintShop Pro, and let's change the background to white again, because I want to move this shape that I've mimicked just a bit closer to. There we are. Lost my margin. There we are. Control and copy, and then control and edit it into place. There we are. Now this time of the year there are lots of berries on the tree. Whether there's a lot of berries because it's going to be a hard winter, or there's a lot of berries because it's not going to be a hard winter, I don't know. There's some wives' tale that has information about holly trees, berries, and whether winter's good, bad, or hot and cold, whatever. So there we are. We'll put a few berries on. That's looking good. Quite happy with that. So what I'll do is flatten the layer so it all becomes one picture, and then highlight the entire picture and reduce it in size. Image, resize, say about 25%. Whoa, excellent. There, as you can see just from that's quite a good likeness to holly leaves. Now what I'm going to do, because we've reduced that to 25%, I'm going to copy that picture, Control and C on the keyboard, and then just move it to one side out of the way and create a good full-size picture again. Excuse me. Remembering to put the background the same colour, white. New 800 by 600. Great stuff. Now if we reduce the sizes, let's have a look just first, see how big it is. That's we could maybe go just a little bit smaller, and the reason I've kept the second picture is so as we can do these adjustments on the first picture. Image, resize, it went down 25% before, so I'll put it down 50% again. There we go. Like I said before, you don't have to be brilliant at drawing to do this. We'll copy that and then paste it in position. There we go, that's more like it. Put another one underneath that, and another one just underneath that. When you've got a couple of them stacked up like that, it does save time by just highlighting. Control C to copy them, Control Alt and edit same again to create a whole border. And this is the way the border is made. It's nothing brilliant. Basically, draw your holly leaf shape, mirror it to get the opposite side, put some berries on, and then just copy and paste it into position until you've got what you consider to be enough leaves. And don't be frightened of going over the edge with this, because you can always, it'll only show what you need to show. There we go, that's one side of the border done. If we again pick up the collect tool, highlight the whole lot and copy it, control edit and paste, and that gives us the other side. If we put another one of those in the middle, bump, about there-ish, and then we can rotate it by 90 degrees I should say. Then we can drop that into position there. Do a second one exactly the same. Image, rotate 90 degrees to the right. What I'm going to do this one is very carefully, whoops, carefully pick it up. I could do it that way, or I could do it like this. Or I could just pull off what I really need and paste that in. I've done this loads of times, and every time I do it I come across little tiny different problems, but nothing that can't be sorted. There we go. That's quite good, quite happy with that. And all I did is snipped off the end of what I needed, and that's great. So we can delete that, lay down another one and rotate that 90 degrees to the left this time, so it comes round and follows round. Maybe you ought to start at that end and literally do the same again. Image, rotate, okay, that. At this time I'm just going to take it off there. There we go. Looks a bit smudged in the corner, but for the sake of the demonstration, there we go. That's our holly leaf border. You can take time, you can spend a lot of time just copying these. Sometimes I'll put a branch, a waving branch down in between, again using a bit of a brown colour perhaps. There's a nice rich brown. And we can just, using a fairly good sized paintbrush, say 2 or 3, maybe even 4, you just fill, whoops, get me brush again, and just literally start just drawing down through. You don't have to, literally just joining them all up. If you do that first before you lay over the leaves, it would probably look a bit better. But that's your basic border. You don't have to be too fancy with the initial stage. As you can see, that's quite good. If you were to go in there and, whoops, it's a bit thick, isn't it, on that smaller size. There we go, half the size of the brush. But you can just put in a little bit there, and then a little bit afterwards. It's probably all you need. That's it for now. Thank you very much for listening. I'll go and answer my phone.